This is a tale from the heart of the jungle, a place where the sun struggles to reach the ground and the trees are as old as the stars themselves. Now, one night the sky was not dark as usual, but glowed with a strange, beautiful light. And all over the jungle, the animals came out of their hiding places. Monkeys left their trees, deer their hiding spots, snakes slithered out of the bushes. They all looked up at the sky, which was filled with stars that glittered like fire spread across the heavens. In the middle of this spectacle, a small goat, one of the littlest and most fragile goats in the herd, stood in front of a tree. This tree was unlike any other. Its branches seemed to touch the clouds and shimmered with the same light that painted the sky. The animals watched in disbelief as the goat walked up to the tree and placed one small hoof on the rough bark. Then, incredibly, it started to climb. The jungle froze. The predators stopped their hunts, the birds silenced their songs, and even the wind held its breath because, in the wild, goats climb rocks, cliffs, and mountains, but never a tree that reached beyond the sky. Every step the goat took was dangerous. Each movement of its tiny legs was a risk, and any slip could send it tumbling to the ground below. Yet the little goat kept climbing higher and higher. And then the other animals started to wonder, what could a goat be seeking up in that tree that no predator would dare to chase? The branches of the tree were thick and strong, but the goat kept going. Soon it was halfway up the tree when suddenly an eagle swooped down from the sky. This was no ordinary eagle. Its wings were wide and powerful, and as it flew, it sliced through the air with such force that the leaves around it rustled like whispers. The eagle circled the goat, testing it, waiting for a sign of weakness. It wanted to drive the goat back down to the safety of the ground. But the little goat refused to turn back. It took one step and then another, moving higher and higher until the eagle gave a loud scream and flew away, only its echo remaining in the stunned silence. Now, as the goat continued its climb, the tree swayed. Its branches creaked like thunder, and the roots glowed faintly in the earth. All the animals below started to panic. Some ran away, but others couldn't move their eyes from the incredible sight before them. And just as the goat neared the top of the tree, the sky cracked open. A long streak of light, like fire or lightning, cut across the clouds. And there, resting on a branch near the very top of the tree, the goat saw something that made its heart skip a beat. There was a fruit glowing up there, shining like the moon itself. With newfound determination, the goat stretched its neck and bit into the glowing fruit. In that moment, the tree roared. It wasn't the sound of a tree, but the sound of life. It was as if the forest itself had woken up. The tree shook violently, throwing the goat off balance. It tumbled through the air, falling towards the ground below. Gasps spread through the forest. All the animals stared in horror as the little goat fell, but just when everyone thought it was too late, the tree bent, its branches curled and twisted, softening the goat's fall. And in the end, it landed safely on the ground with the glowing fruit still in its mouth. A stunned silence fell over the jungle. Slowly, the animals began to stir. They looked at each other in awe, unable to speak. What they had witnessed was nothing short of a miracle. The tiniest goat had climbed the tallest tree in the jungle and returned safely. The predators who had hunted the goat's kind for generations now stepped back, unsure what to do. The monkeys chattered in alarm. The owls turned away, their faces troubled. Something they had never seen before had happened. A creature as ordinary as a goat had touched something as extraordinary as the sky tree and lived to tell the tale. The goat, still clutching the glowing fruit in its mouth, looked around at the awestruck faces of the other animals. It took a bite of the fruit, and as it did, the glow started to fade away, seeping into its body. The forest felt different. The animals sensed that something had shifted, that their world was a little less ordinary now. From that day on, the jungle was never the same. The animals knew that the little goat had brought light into their lives, not just literally, but figuratively too. It had shown them that even the smallest and weakest among them could achieve something extraordinary if they had the courage to try. As dawn broke, the sky tree vanished. Where it had stood, there was only empty ground and a few scattered leaves. But all the creatures of the jungle knew what they had seen. A goat had climbed the sky tree, brought light into their lives, and returned to tell the tale. The big cats, who used to stalk the goats, now kept their distance, respecting the bravery of the little goat who had dared to touch the sky. The monkeys told stories of the goat's adventure to anyone who would listen, and the owls, perched high in the trees, watched over the jungle, remembering the night the goat climbed the sky tree. And whenever the moon shone brightly in the night sky, the animals of the jungle looked up and whispered the name of the goat, who had shown them that even the smallest among them could have the biggest dreams. And that courage was the key to unlocking those dreams. So remember, no matter how small or weak you feel sometimes, you have the strength inside you to do amazing things. You just need to believe in yourself and never give up on your dreams. If you enjoyed this magical tale, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and share it with your friends. Let them know how much you liked it. Also, subscribe to our channel and click the bell so you never miss out on any of our wonderful stories. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you next time.